Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and this is another 1v1 game cast by Ritter SC2. And one thing before we start, I'm going to apologize. This is a really old replay. I went on SC2 Replayed and, was looking through the descriptions to find something that sounded cool. And I found this, which happened to be from last year. But the description of the game was too good to pass up, so we're going to watch it anyways. And it's between Obtuse, the red Zerg here, and his opponent, the blue Terran Doveshack, on Metalopolis, so you can tell that it's old right there, that considering Metalopolis is now out of the map pool. But we're just going to have to deal with that. As you can see, there's no overlays. If we come in here and look at here, there's no overlays that I can put up here for the name. But, worse things have happened before, so we're just going to have to get through it. Also, there's not both of them up here, so I'm going to have to click between them to find out what this applies at. The red player just must have done the extractor trick, which put him in red, but he also got out an extra drone. And as we can see over here with Doveshack, he's at 1111 and still has no supply depot. I have no clue what he's planning with that. He's saving up plenty of minerals, and the SCV, I don't know, I guess it was sort of a normal scouting time, but I'm not sure. Unless he's planning to take the gold. Yeah, looks like it. So he's building a gold there, and wait, oh, and he's floating over to the gold here. Wow, this is something interesting. I know lately at MLG Orlando, both Boxer and Marine King used this against Idra and Hapro respectively, and then Marine King did it against Hapro again. But that was just taking your starting command center and floating to the gold, not saving up and building a command center to the gold and floating your command center to the gold. It's pretty crazy. What he should have done is at least gather the gold minerals with these SCVs as they're just sitting there. But I suppose it could definitely be worse. He's going to need to start a supply depot right away. Well, he should. I mean, the command center building here is going to give him some more supply. And as we look over here, as I've been neglecting the poor Zerg here, has he scouted it yet? Nope, he just scouted positions. He hasn't scouted the lift or anything. He threw down his Roach Warren with no prompting, so he's probably going to want to do something tricky with the roaches. He just got out his queen. He's going to want to start injecting, get all that nice stuff out. And as we can see over here, he's just continuing to do what he does, continuing his SCV production. He should be producing double SCVs at least, considering he's got 2 command centers. And double the SCVs on gold minerals is going to be obscene. If the Zerg player doesn't scout this soon, it's going to kick in and it's going to be bad. But an engineering bay. So yeah, looks like he's going to be wanting to build some planetary fortresses. Yeah, I'm I'm kind of speechless right now. There are so many better things he could do with all these gold minerals than build planetary fortresses. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what he does. But if we look over here on the Zerg player side, he's building 7 roaches. So it looks like he was intending to do the 7 roach rush from the beginning. But the problem is, he still has no idea the Terran's at the gold. If he tags the watchtower on his way through, it might be effective. But if not, and double planetary fortress. The Terran player's getting planetary fortresses at both bases. This is crazy. The description was definitely worth it. He still doesn't know. He parked his roaches right here, and he still didn't realize that the Terran player was waiting just up here. Now he's finally building a barracks. He should be constantly building SCVs. He doesn't have nearly enough SCVs. If you look at the income, I mean, the roach player roach rushed and has more. But I guess he is building them very slowly. If we look back at the Zerg, he's now continuing to drone up. He knows something tricky is going on. He spotted that the position was empty. There was nobody home. He knocked. Nobody was there. And now he knows. His opponent decided to be tricky. So he's just pushing up here with the roaches. The planetary fortress is going to do pretty large amount of damage. Those roaches are not going to be able to take it out. So I suppose it might have been effective a little bit to get that planetary. He's just switching targets, picking off some SCVs, but the SCVs repairing each other, he's not going to pick any more off. getting a reactor on his barracks, and getting the the structure armor on his engineering bay. Obtuse, yeah, he's just as confused as we are. He wasn't expecting that. So at this point, Obtuse, you should probably like mass expand. You're behind in bases. You don't have the tech that you need. You should probably just take every expansion you possibly can. And with the amount of minerals you have, you should definitely do that. The Terran player's not going to have any way of putting on pressure. At least not for a while until he gets all these barracks up. Just talking a little crap. For some reason, I don't see him saying that not sarcastically, so... But if we look, he's taking up to Lair, so I guess he is attempting to do some sort of aggression. I don't know. He's doing everything wrong, and I don't think he knows about the second one. Yeah, he still doesn't know about the second planetary here. But Doveshack just continuing to pump out barracks, getting a tech lab on this one. Going to be wanting to get Stim or maybe Marauders to deal with the roaches. And got another barracks out, but he still, I don't think he has any Marines, yeah. And only 21 SCVs, so he's definitely not capitalizing on this position as much as he should be. Getting another reactor on this other barracks. Another barracks. And another engineering bay. I guess so he can get double upgrades, yeah. That's a fair move. The upgrades are what's going to be most effective in the long term of the game, especially with Marines who benefit extremely well from upgrades. But if we look at all these barracks, most of them have their additions finished and are blasting out Marines as much as they can. Gonna try and put on some aggression, but Obtuse over here is just he's getting a spire, which is a pretty good bit, except for the fact that he already has engineering bays and could easily just drop down a couple of missile turrets, prevent that, and he's pumping out mass Marine, or he's pumping out supply block, as it were. But this supply depot is about to finish, so he's not having to worry about that for very long. Oh, and as we look over here, he's walling off with supply depots. Yeah, he does not want to be supply blocked again. But just sending a little SCV scout. He wants to, make sure that the Zerg player's actually still here. And the spire is almost finished, so he'll be able to make 9 mutas if he so chooses, except for the fact he can't with the supply. If he had more supply, he would be able to. But he's just making more overlords. He's, I guess, waiting to see what he wants to do before he makes a decision. And over here on the blue side, we still just see mass Marine coming out. He's getting double upgrades and Stim. Hopefully we'll see combat shields after that. And he's just continuing to fortify his positions. He's getting a factory, finally. Probably going to want to be teching up to, medevacs, as if you have this many Marines, you're going to want some medevacs. You can do some drops. He doesn't know that the spire's out yet, so drops are still a somewhat viable option. And he could be getting a tech lab on the factory, getting some tanks, which are always good. And here he is expanding again. It's crazy to see a Terran player expanding more than a Zerg, especially when the Zerg has such easy opportunity to just mass expand. As we can see here, he's got 8 mutas so far. He's got 8 more on the way. And Doveshack still has nothing in the form of defensive anti-air like the missile turrets, but he does have lots of Marines. I think we're up to 32 Marines so far, equal to his SCVs. It's kind of interesting. And 7 more actually on the way out of all of his barracks, and he's even got another barracks. When you take the planetary like this, you need to support as many barracks as you possibly can with all these minerals. You're getting so many minerals that it's obscene. You need tons of barracks to keep up with it. And the muta's just swinging in, focusing on the planetary. You probably shouldn't be focusing on the planetary. You should probably be focusing on the SCVs, I guess. It's a little shaky choice. Finally he switches over to the SCVs, so that's pretty good. I guess Doveshack has resigned himself to the fate of losing his other gold, and just pulled all his Marines into the mineral line over here. So if these mutas try to come in and focus this planetary down, it's gonna be bad. They're not gonna stand much chance. And this planetary looks like it's going down. Yeah, this is just not good. I mean, not good for either player, I suppose. Not enough mutas out, and not enough use of his marines defensively. As look, he moved them out of the mineral line. Now they're just sitting here. I don't get it. But as we can see, the supply is severely in the favor of the Zerg player. 100 supply to 72, and these mutas are just wreaking havoc on the infrastructure. But if we look over here, the Marines are pushing in, and there's no way. I don't think there's any way that the Zerg player can stop this. I mean, there's too many Marines here, and mutas are just abysmal versus Marines. I mean, they're gonna fly in, and it's gonna be a slaughter. Oh, I don't like watching that. Oh, so many mutas dead. Oh, they're just getting slaughtered. Oh, they're just. Yeah, that's. It does not look good for the Zerg player here. I mean, he didn't capitalize enough on that stationary Terran. If you've got a Terran who's going to turtle up like that, do something like that, you want to mass expand. You want to, give yourself the minerals and gas, the minerals that he has and the gas that he doesn't, and capitalize on it that way. He's severely overstimming here, though. And at least send some Marines to finish off the hatchery. It's at 27 health. Come on. Yeah, send some. Kill it. Kill it. There we go. And taking out the spire. Just continuing to stream Marines in. The railroad of Marines. The drones are pulling back to the main, but there's really no hope. More roaches are popping out, but it's too late. And now we're down to 15 supply. 13 supply to 62. And it doesn't look good for the Zerg. Yeah, this is over. Unless he can magically, spawn some banelings out of nothing. But I don't think this is a UMS, so I don't think he'll be, throwing banelings around since he doesn't have a baneling nest. And yeah, it's not good from here. It's pretty effective. A pretty effective strategy if your opponent doesn't do anything about it, flying to the gold. I mean, even at a pro level, it's kind of crazy that Marine King can do it, Boxer can do it against pros as good as Idra. It's pretty insane. I guess Obtuse is a little angry that he lost to that. He's waiting for all of his buildings to be destroyed. It's kind of bad manner. I mean, come on, guys. If you lose, you lost. As White Raw says, more GG, more skill. Just quit, move on to the next game, and look at the replay and see what you did wrong. I mean, scout this and see. Okay, what? Oh, okay, I see. It was the red player was forced out, and then Doveshack left the game. Oh, okay, I was sitting here and I was like, wait, why did he leave? What's going on? But anyways, that's this replay. It was pretty crazy. I hope you guys enjoy it, and keep your eyes out for more videos.